In the previous class, we learned the concept of temperature and how temperature is measured using thermometer. Today, we are going to discuss about heat. What is heat? You must have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. It is because the heat passes from the flame to the utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. Why does it cool down? The heat is transferred from the pan to the surrounding. In the same way, have you stirred hot tea or milk with a stainless steel spoon? Next time you do this, leave the spoon in the hot liquid for a little while. Now, touch the handle of the spoon. What do you notice? The handle of the spoon would have got a little warm. Why did the handle of the spoon become warm? When there is difference in temperature between two bodies, a certain type of energy flows between them. This energy is called heat energy. So, what is heat? Heat is a form of energy. The ways by which heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region are called modes of heat transfer. There are three ways in which heat can flow from one object to another. These are conduction, convection, and radiation. The first one is conduction of heat. You have seen already a stainless steel spoon becomes hot when left in a hot liquid. How do you think this happens? To understand this, we need to learn what is matter made up of. In solids, the particles are tightly packed and they cannot move around freely. However, they can vibrate about a fixed point and transfer heat within a body or between two bodies when they are in contact with each other. To observe the flow of heat through the solid object, let us do one activity. Take a rod or a flat strip of aluminum. Fix a few small wax pieces by heating on the metal rod. Their pieces should be at nearly equal distances. Clamp the rod to a stand or put one end of the rod between two bricks in horizontal direction in such a way that the wax pieces must remain beneath the rod. Now, heat the other end of the rod with the help of candle. What happens to the wax pieces? The wax pieces start melting. Do these pieces begin to fall? Yes. Wax piece closest to the heating end of the rod falls first. After that, the second nearest wax piece, and so on. Do you think that heat is transferred from the end nearest to the flame to the other end? Yes, heat is transferred from one end nearest to the flame to the other end. So, the heat travels in metal through conduction. Heat flows from the hotter end of the object to the colder end of the object by the vibration. The next However, the rate of conduction of heat is different in different materials. Also, some materials allow heat energy to flow through them easily, while others do not. In these pictures, you can see some conductors and some insulators. So, what are conductors of heat? The materials which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductors. Example, silver, gold, copper, steel, seawater, all these are conductors. The materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are poor conductors of heat, such as plastic, rubber, oil, dry wood, glass, all these are insulators. Second transfer of heat is convection. This mode of heat transfer is seen in liquids and gases, in which molecules are less densely packed and are free to move. Let us see the following activity and learn how heat is transferred by convection. Take a round bottom flask, fill it 2/3 with water. Place it on a tripod with wire gauze and arrange the burner just below it. Wait till the water in the flask is still. Place a crystal potassium permanganate gently at the bottom of the flask using a straw. Heat the flask. Observe the heating process of water and write your observation. When violet colored water is heated, the colored water near the flame gets hot. The hot water rises up. To take place of that hot water, the cold water from the sides moves down towards the sources of heat. This water also gets hot and rises, and water from the sides moves down. Due to the violet color, currents of water going up and down can be clearly visible. This process continues till the whole water gets heated. After some time, the whole water turns violet color. So, from this activity, we can conclude heat is transferred in water by convection. Convection means moving of water molecules from the hotter region to the colder region. This convection is very much helpful in the coastal area to get the breeze. The people living in the coastal areas experience an interesting phenomenon. During the day, the land gets heated faster than the water. The air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. The cooler air from the sea rushes in towards the land to take its place. The warm air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. The air from the sea is called the sea breeze. To receive the cooler sea breeze, the windows of the houses in coastal areas are made to the face the sea. At night, it is exactly the reverse. The water cools down more slowly than the land. So, the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called the land breeze. When we come out in the sun, we feel warm. How does the heat from the sun reach us? It cannot reach us by conduction or convection, as there is no medium such as air in most part of the space between the earth and the sun. From the sun, the heat comes to us by another process known as radiation. The transfer of heat by radiation does not require any medium. It can take place whether a medium is present or not. When we sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process. So, all hot bodies radiate heat. When this heat falls on some object, a part of it is reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. The temperature of the object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. Let's do an experiment to observe that dark colored objects absorb more heat more quickly than light colored objects. Take two identical tin cans. Paint the outer surface of one can black and the other white. When the paints become dry, pour equal amounts of water in each and leave them in the midday sun for about an hour. Measure the temperature of water in both the cans. Do you find any difference in temperatures? In which can is the water warmer? The temperature of water in the black can is more than that of water in the white can. So, we can conclude that the black colored object absorbs more heat than white object. Now, children, what are the uses of transfer of heat in day-to-day life? We use good conductors to make cooking utensils. Why? The metallic utensils are good conductors of heat because they absorb more heat and supplies to the food which is kept in the utensils for cooking. So the food is cooked faster. And the handles of the cookers are made of ebonite because they are the poor conductors of heat. So it helps us to remove the cooker from the heat without hurting our hand. We wear woolen clothes in winter because wool is a poor conductor of heat and it has air trapped between the fibers. Thus, it helps in retaining body warmth. The reverse applies in winter. We are more comfortable in dark clothes. This is because we need to absorb as much heat as possible from our surroundings to keep ourselves warm, and dark clothes absorb more heat than light colored ones. That is the reason we feel more comfortable in light colored clothes in summer. So children, what we have learned in this lesson? The three modes of transfer of heat. The first, conduction, the process by which heat is transferred from hotter end to the colder end by the vibration of the molecules is called conduction. It takes place in solids only. The next process is convection, the process by which heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region by the movement of the molecules is called convection. It takes place in liquids and gaseous substances. Now the third one is radiation, the transfer of heat from the heat source to other bodies by the rays is called radiation. Children, this picture indicates all three modes of heat transfer. The heat from the flame to the vessel is radiation. The vessel is heated by conduction and water in the vessel is heated by convection. The assignment questions are: differentiate heat and temperature, differentiate good conductors of heat and poor conductors of heat. The third question, metallic utensils are used for cooking. Why? Explain the three modes of transfer of heat, that is conduction, convection and radiation. The fifth question, we feel comfortable in light colored clothes during summer. Why? Thank you.